So a lot of people struggle with weight loss, and it's become very frustrating. Can you talk us through why that might be happening and how this might help?
Yeah, I think where a lot of the frustration comes from is like they don't even know what they're fighting. Like if you don't know what you're fighting, it's really hard to win a war, right? So I think that's where it starts. And kind of in my background, when we owned all the boot camps throughout the U.S. is, we watch these people, show up at these boot camps 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 days a week, but yet still had this, that love handle, or still had an area that was just so stubborn. And they'd either work themselves, hurt, or they'd burn out. And then you'd see them in public and they had ballooned, right? So it didn't make sense to me. And I have a couple degrees, and one of them is in biochemistry, and I wanted to really understand this fat loss journey for people because I knew it would help a lot of people. So as we dove into the science, we really figured out that all of fat loss is due to hormones. And once we understand that, the light bulb goes off, right? And that's why, the bars and shakes, the pills and lotions, all of those things that people spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on, the personal trainers, you name it, it's spent. They lose 10 pounds, they always put it back on, right? Because it doesn't fix the cause of hormones. So what we've done is, obviously we've put together a system that addresses that to really give guaranteed results. So as we talk through that, we've called it the core four. 4 things, 4 pillars that when you put them together, they work 100% of the time, okay? So what are they? Number 1 is mind. There's a lot of people that have limiting beliefs or just different behaviors on how they viewed food in the past. And that's what creates yo-yos. That's what creates, I lost 20 and I put it all back on. We want to really make sure that this is the last thing that they'll ever have to do, the last program that they need, okay? Second thing, I call it my magic weapon, all right, thanks to you, is, the sculpting pads, the Dahlia sculpting pads. They're going to show up for work and they're going to do their job. They're going to, just what I explained earlier is, take a fat cell, drain it, leave it with a shell, and help sculpt the body. So it allows me to really focus on the stubborn areas, to get those going, boost metabolism, help with wrinkles, and then even pain relief. There's so many benefits there. That's why I call it my magic weapon. And then the third one, whole food nutrition. If you want to really change hormones in your body and get your body back to a burning state versus storing, the only thing that will do that is through whole foods. So when we coach whole foods, we basically tell the person what to eat, when to eat, and how much to the ounce. And we really take control of all that to get the body back to a burning state where you can have, a chip and, bread every once in a while, but you burn through it versus sticking to you. And then the last one is accountability. That's a huge one. You've got to show up to use the pads. The pads can't sit on your shelf and expect results, right? You got to put them on. And the same thing, when we talk about the core 4 is, people are logging food. People are engaging with their coaches. People are really focused on their journey in order to really maximize results. And when we put all those 4 things together, we can guarantee what, the results that we get.